You know, Rob, we've been talking for a while that Netflix basically churns out absolute shit movies. They're just terrible. They're awful. But something that I've also been saying for a little while is once, maybe twice a year, out of the 40 or 50 original films they put out every year, once or twice a year, they'll actually put out something, one film, that they get to put on a pedestal and see. Netflix can make Netflix. There's your new Saturday morning cereal, Netflix. Netflix, see, we at Netflix, we put out great Oscar caliber movies. They do that like once a year. And Rob, I think this one is the next one of those. And that's the new film, Don't Look Up, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence. And of course, a huge list of stars, a massive, massive list of stars joining him in this. And the new trailer, we've been talking about this thing for a while. The new trailer just dropped. And I will say this, I think the trailer looks boring. I honestly think the trailer was as pedestrian can be. I believe this movie, how often are you going to hear me say this about a Netflix film? I believe this movie is going to be awesome. You look at the director, you look at the talent involved. I believe this movie, I wholeheartedly believe this movie is going to be that one Netflix movie a year that they get to point to and say, see, we can make good movies while they shuffle out dozens of other pieces of garbage. But I believe this thing's going to be incredible. Probably even, and this is way too early to say, but I'm just guessing, speculating off the top of my head, maybe even an Oscar contending movie, Rob. I really believe that. I've believed it since the day I heard about it, and I still believe it now. But even though I believe this movie is going to be awesome, whichever, trailer company Netflix employed to make the trailer, I thought they did a pretty piss poor job. Unless we recognize Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Aniston and Jonah Hill and Timothy Chalamet and everybody else who's involved with this thing, I would have thought this just looks like another piece of garbage. This movie is going to be great, Rob. I have no doubt it's going to be great. But I thought the trailer was... Honestly, I thought the trailer really let this movie down. I don't know, Rob, you had a chance to see the trailer for Don't Look Up. What did you think about it?
Well, I think it was more of a teaser. I mean, look, knowing what this movie's about, I'm like, I want to see this movie. I mean, I've watched The Big Short like 50 times. And
so well directed.
Yeah. And they haven't shown us a lot of this movie. I mean, this was basically like one scene with Jonah Hill riffing, and we got to see Leonardo DiCaprio hyperventilating in a bathroom. But with this cast, it does look, I think, amazing. So I can't wait to see it just because I know what it's about. It looks amazing.
By the way, get this. For those of you who aren't really familiar with the cast, Academy Award winner Leonardo DiCaprio, Academy Award winner Jennifer Lawrence, Academy Award nominee Timothy Chalamet, who's probably, I think, going to be the next Daniel Day-Lewis eventually. Academy Award nominee Jonah Hill. Academy Award winner Cate Blanchett. Gina Gershon. We haven't seen enough of Gina Gershon. Can I just say that? The street monster herself, the goat of all actresses of all time, Meryl Streep. Ron Perlman. Michael Chiklis. Mark Rylance. Tyler Perry. I mean... this thing goes on and on and on and on. This is one, look, I feel very comfortable in saying this is one of the most stacked casts of all time. I'm not saying it's the most stacked cast of all time, but I'm saying it is up there in that conversation with one of the most stacked casts of all time. And on top of all that, you got Adam McKay directing, who did such a great job on The Big Short. He did such a great job on Vice. I'm not a big fan of The Other Guys, but I know a lot of people are. He did one of my all-time favorite comedies in Step Brothers. I mean, you get this cast combined with this director and fireworks. Absolute fireworks. And they're kind of putting it in an Oscar season kind of release date where it's going to be released on December 24th. So, yeah, I think this is going to be quite a good film. I think this is going to be that one straw out of the entire haystack of the Netflix bale of garbage that actually is worth giving a damn about. I think it's going to be great. But again, I just thought the trailer was kind of disappointing, but that's just me. Question is for you guys. Did you have a chance to see the Don't Look Up trailer? If so, what did you think of it? Besides the trailer, where's your expectation levels for this movie? Whatever you guys are thinking, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.